everybody who is watching this video. My name is Olenjolaim TAYAI from the beautiful, fantastic country that's called United Republic of Tanzania, right? So I would like to welcome you onto our online platform, right? So onto our online, this is our national flag, right? Okay. So I'd like to welcome you on our online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania square bracket Olenjolaim. So this is the online platform that when we are doing everything online, we don't have physical meeting with students who are going to benefit of this program. So what are we doing here? Well, so the main, not just the vision of online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania is to be a part, or is to prepare some students national-wise and even internationally, who can take the classroom instructions of ordinary diploma courses or modules when they are still studying ordinary diploma in a certain institutions which offering engineering or scientific courses. Then they take the classroom instructions. They have to think, we'll be teaching them to think differently, how they can take that classroom instructions and apply on solving real life problems. So our joy is not to see our students are passing. That will be just a part of our joy. It means it will be a partial joy. But our total joy will be that if we see our graduate students, who will call them alumni, will be enjoying on this program as a supplement of the year, we call it of the year, formal educations in any ordinary diploma institutions or college. They are solving real life problems, even at least one, which is practical. So in science and also scientific, in science, engineering, and mathematics. So that's the main vision that we have. However, that God gives you guarantee that if you take this program on everything and learn everything and do everything that I'm going to ask you to do as a student or as a learner or as a hobbyist or as a teacher, believe me that the issue of passing your tests, your quizzes, your assignment, your final exam, your university exam is guaranteed. So God has a guarantee for that, because we are going to do a lot of things and we are going to move in different areas. So get prepared to be taught in different style, by using different approach, by using different methodologies, by using different tips, by using different teaching style. So get prepared for that, and you have to be serious in this program, and we want to train serious students. In case that you are not serious, you have to learn to be serious, because you are very serious in this program. So currently we have one department that's called basic engineering and scientific mathematics, and then the course of the day is called conics and differential equation, and this course in many institutions or universities or colleges in United Republic of Tanzania, even in African continents, is taught in the first year, in the first semester of the first year, and in Tanzania we call that level NTA level 4. So remember that our main focus in this program is to prepare competent, fantastic technician. So if you have been thinking in your mind that I want to be a competent and fantastic technician, then I would like just to tell you that you are in the right place. Okay, so God is here. God is going to teach you. God is going to reveal these concepts in a different ways, in such a way that you'll get surprised. Okay, so let us go to the business. So we say that today we have a topical chapter called the cycle. I told you that in conics it has 4 topics that you ordinary diploma students, you have to learn in your third year. But similarly, your all-level classmates, they are learning the same topic of conics during the year Form 5 education and Form 6 education. It means class 13th and class 14. They have a topic called coordinate geometry 1, which is going to cover by cycle. And then they have a topic called coordinate geometry 2, which the first chapter according to the syllabus of the Form 6 Advanced Mathematics. Okay, so they learn coordinate geometry 2, where they learn about parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, and rectangular hyperbola and polar coordinates. They go even further to what we are going to teach you. So coordinates, there's 4 parts, or the coordinate sections. Basically, there are 4: cycle, parabola, ellipse, and the hyperbola. So we are in the concepts of cycle. We taught you in session 02. Let me just do the quick review, then we go to the today's business. Quick review. Say quick review. Quick review. I want to to link the previous lecture with current lecture, with today's lecture. So the quick review of lecture 2. First of all, we began to teach you how you can derive the derivation of equation of the cycle that's centered at origin, which is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So we derived that one question. And then afterward, we told you that how we can derive derivation of what? Of equation of translated what? Cycle. So translated cycle, I told you the cycle whose center is not at origin. And then finally, after the derivation, we found that it's x minus a squared plus y minus b squared. This is equal to r squared. R means radius, a and b are centers, x and y are any point along the cycle. Okay? Along the cycle. If that again, I said, okay, after I taught you about that, I taught you how you can derive the derivation of the equation of the cycle, right? Of the cycle passing through 3 points. 3 points. And we found that the last equation, or the equation is x squared plus y squared plus 2gy plus 2fx plus c is equal to 0. But another equation that which will help us to get radius of the cycle, it is radius is equal to the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. In case that you want to get too much details, our lecture 2 of equation of the cycle is still in our YouTube channel that's called Online Diploma Institute of Tanzania, in square bracket OLENJOLAI. So you can go through it and cover those concepts before you come to lecture 3. Again, we insist you to watch lecture 00, the general introductions of basic engineering and scientific mathematics, NTA level 4 to NTA level 6, or OD first year to the OD third year. So make sure that you watch it. It's still in our YouTube channels. Watch it because in that channel we declare the visions and the synonyms of the modules or courses in different institutions. So we explained in detail what even I summarized here, the vision that I've summarized at this point, and also explain how you can join, because we are going to add more than hundreds videos in our YouTube channel. It's called that Online Diploma Polyinstit of Tanzania, in square bracket OLENJOLAI. So it means that the way you can register yourself, we won't charge you. We are offering this material free currently because God has asked me to offer it free for a year. So we won't charge you anything. So we say that registrations is just in case how you can get notified in case that we add a new video. That's all. So let us come to the today's session. Today's session we say that problem solving by using the equation of the cycle. So we are going to solve problems today. Okay? We're going to solve 40 problems today. Okay. So we had example 1 and example 2. So let me present to you and example 3. Yes, let me present to you example 4. And this is called the center and radius of the translated cycle. So let me write the subtopic. Say that finding center radius of 40 of the cycle. How are we going to achieve it? Listen carefully. So you have a problem here. And this is example. So you can say that the center radius of the cycle. So you say, maybe let me give just a brief introduction. What are we going to do, or what do we mean about finding center and radius of the cycle? So you say that when an equation of translated cycle is given, then okay, when an equation of the translated cycle is given, then we say that then we can use it with aid of general equation of 40, general equation of the cycle, equation with aid of general equation of the cycle to find what? To find the center of the cycle and the radius of the cycle. Right? So let us see example. Let us go to the numerical examples. Example 4. And this example, I took it in one of the reference book, which is called Refer Pure, okay, A level pure mathematics, right? Pure mathematics. And the author of this book is the mathematicians called the Tranter. So that's the reference book that I took this question. Say that find the center and radius of the cycle. Center and radius of the cycle. 2x squared plus 2y squared. Then we say that minus 6x plus 10y, okay, plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay? That's the end of the question. Is it a simple question? You put it here. The question says that find the center. So we have to find what the center and radius of the cycle. This one. So we have to do, just you have to do to find the center of the cycle and radius of that cycle. That's all. Okay? So how are we going to solve? How are we going to solve? So we are going to solve this problem by following a number of steps. Get prepared to enjoy the beauty of mathematics. In case also you feel from your heart that really you have been helpful on this program, then you feel from your heart that you want to offer God your free willing thanksgiving offering. So this program, your thanksgiving offering is welcomed in order for you to participate or to contribute for the running cost of this program, because there is a high running cost until that we upload a video to our students. So you may send it so this phone number 0759745331. It will be used to invest in knowledge for the present and future generations. It won't be used for my own expenses. It will be used to pay for the running cost of this project, so that many lectures of ordinary diploma of basic engineering and the scientific mathematics will be in air through the internet. Okay. So the first step we say that from this given equation, first of all, we say that collecting terms, okay, terms which have the same letter, What are those terms? The first one is 2x squared. So let me copy the question first, and then I will show you how we collect the terms of the same letter, minus 6x plus 10y. You are allowed also to pause the video and try this question yourself, and then you come back for correction. So this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth terms, but it's algebraic. This is kinds of algebraic. It's a it's equation actually, but it's kind of algebraic equation. So the first term has the same letter as the third term, and the second term has the same letter with the first term. So we collect them together. So here we have 2x squared minus 6x, then plus what? 2y squared, okay, plus what? Plus 10y plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, the next step, we want the coefficients of x squared to be 1. And we want the coefficients of y squared to be 1. That's the condition. So in order to achieve that, we divide by 2 to each term. We divide each term by 2. So after dividing by 2, now we have x squared minus 3x, and then plus what? Plus twice y squared, then plus 5y, then plus 7 over 2 is equal to 0. Right? Okay. Afterward, we say that the second step, we say that factorize the equation above not by using any method, by using what? By using completing square method. Do you remember it? When did you learn it? When you know it in Form 2. Completing square method. So listen carefully. Listen carefully. Many students, they used to get lost here. Listen carefully. Let us begin with x squared minus 3x. How can we factorize by using the completing square method? This is the technique. No need for you to create, you have to understand. We just write x, and then we write an operation which is here, which is what? Subtraction. And then next, we have to find the middle, as we have to split the middle term, because it's the middle term. So it is 3, so we have to divide it by 2. So it is any number that any coefficients of x power 1 should be divided by 2. Okay? So now we say that this is squared. So if you expand that, because this equation should be equal, if you expand this part, you'll find that you have x squared, and then minus 3x, and then minus what? Okay, then we say that yes, negative is atoms, so we say that x, the negative in that atoms is, we say, this is plus what? Plus 9 over 4. If you expand, so expand means you take x minus 3 over 2, multiplied by x minus 3 over 2. Right? So this is after expression. So it means that now the right hand side expression is no longer equal to the left hand side expression. So what you have to do, you have to subtract the right hand side expression by 9 over 4, which is 3 squared over 2 squared. So if you subtract it now, 9 over 4 minus 9 over 4, then we remain with this part, and this part is equal to this part. So if that's the case, after doing this, all of this business that I've told you, then you have to make sure that you have minus 9 over 4, which is this one. Because after expand, that's what you have. And then so you have to subtract this one, because this part make unequal. this expression to be unequal to the original expression. Alright? So that is the first response. Okay. Possibly you say that, oh sir, I haven't understood you. Don't worry about that. Excuse me, there's no 2 here. 2 over 2, it is 1. So now let us go to the listen again carefully. So listen carefully. So simply, here you have x minus 3x. We are going to substitute with x minus 3 over 2 square. Then minus 9 over 4. Okay, so if that's the case, that's good. We have y squared plus 5y. We want also to factorize by completing square method. How do we do it? We have y, so we have to write a y that we have here, which is y squared present. We have to write a basic operation between y and 5y, which is plus. And then so we have to take this middle term, 5y, we divide by 2. We have to take the coefficient of y, we divide by 2. That's the principle. I repeat it several times until you understand. So when we write like this one, we should subtract with something. Why? Because if you expand this expression, this is y squared plus 5y. Then if you expand it, you have what? 5 squared over 2 squared. Right? So to eliminate this case, we say that in order for us to find that the expressions on left hand side is equal to this one, we should subtract this expression by 5 squared over 2. Right? So if you do these subtractions, then you'll find that right hand side is equal to the equation of right hand side is equal to the equation of left hand side. So if that's the case, that now in order to make these two expressions, the expression of left hand side and right hand side to be equal, we say that we subtract 5 square over 2 square. Right? So simply, in positions of y plus this one, this is equal to what? Is equal to y plus 5 over 2 square minus 5 square, which is 25, of what? Over 4. So suppose that this is question 3. And suppose that this is question 2. And suppose that this is question 1. This one. So suppose that this is question 1. So now we can go to the third step. The third step, we say that substitute equation 2 and 3 into equation what? Equation 1. Into equation 1. So if you substitute, what are you going to have it? So if you substitute, you're going to have x minus 3 over 2 square minus what? 9 over 4, then plus y plus 5 over 2 square minus 25 over 4. And then we had also plus what? 7 over 2 is equal to 0. Okay? Good. So next, these are the constant numbers, so you can do operations of them upon them. So how do you do operations? So you have x minus 3 over 2, and then you say that plus what? Y plus 5 over 2, and then you say what? You have negative 9 over 4, then negative 25 over 4 plus 7 over 2. This is equal to 0. Okay? So if that's the case, you say that this is x minus 3 over 2 square plus y plus 5 over 2 square. And then she said that this will be 9 over 4 minus what? 5 over 4 plus what? 7 over 2 over 0. So this is x minus 3 over 2 square plus what? Y plus 5 over 2 square. So then here we have the LCM. So suppose that is plus. So the lowest common multiple is 4. So 4 over 4 is 4 minus negative 9. 4 over 4 is 1. No, 4 over 4 is 1. Excuse me. There's negative 9, it's negative 9. Then 4 over 4 is 1. There's negative 25, it will be negative 25. And then 4 over 2 it is 2. 2 times 4 it is what? 14. So then this one is equal to 0. Okay? So then we say that x minus 3 over 2 square plus what? Y plus 5 over 2 square. So this we say what? Negative 5 plus negative 25, that makes what? Negative 34. Negative 34 plus 14 is equal to negative 20 over 4. This is equal to 0. So negative 20 over 4 is equal to 5. So x minus 3 over 2 square plus what? Y plus 5 over 2 square minus what? 5 is equal to 0. So then take 5 to the second part, to the right hand side. So you say x minus 3 over 2 square plus y plus 5 over 2 square. This is equal to 5. Wow! Finally we got interesting equation. Are you there? First of all, let me know in the comment section. So if you didn't understand anything, you can review this video several times as you can. That's the beauty of digital learning rather than analog or physical learning. So when you reach this point, we say that, okay, we have a new equation now. Okay, we have a new equation. And this equation, let us name it as equation 4. So, and steps we added in the third step, so let us go to the first step, which is very interesting, and will be even last step. The first step, we say that we call the general equation. So we call the general equation of what? Of the translated cycle. Translated cycle. Right? So I say that this is x minus a squared plus what? Y minus b squared is equal to r squared. Okay? So then we say that, suppose that this is equation 5. So we say that compare equation 4 and the equation 5. So to compare them, we say that x is equal to x, negative a is equal to negative 3 over 2. So simply we say that a as x coordinate is equal to 3 over 2. Also negative b is equal to 5 over 2. So simply say b is equal to negative 5 over 2. But also from session 2, I told you, a and b, or a comma b, means that it's a central coordinate, or it's a coordinate at the center of the cycle. So remember that we say that center of the cycle is A comma B, or to translate in cycle, A comma B. So for that case now, we say that the center of the cycle now, center of the given cycle is what? Is 3, 2, 0 over 2, comma, negative 5 over 2. So that's the center of the given what? Cycle. So again, we have another business of looking for the radius. That's will be what? The sixth step. The sixth step, we say that we call the equation of the radius. Or even if not just don't need. Just you have to compare the right hand side of the general equations of this translated cycle and the right hand side of this equation that we are dealing with. So 6 step, we say that compute radius of the cycle. So to compute radius of the cycle, we say that r squared is equal to 5. So this one we find the square root, and this one we find the square root. R is equal to what? Square root of what? Of 5. Right? So therefore, we say that, just to conclude, radius of the cycle is square root of 5. Not 5, square root of 5. So this is our final response. Okay, did you understand how to solve that problem? Just that you didn't understand, or I've been teaching you quickly, you have to repeat this video several times as we can. Believe me that you'll understand and enjoy it. Okay, so if that's the case, I would like to take you on to example 5. Remember that I leave a homework for you, and the homework, I have to leave the homework for you so that you may practice. Mathematics needs your handy practice. Let me give you the next example of this part, which is the second example of this part of this concept. But let me now quote it from, or I took it from the DIT final exams of 2018, question 1A. I told that I'm going to use DIT as a reference institution, representing other higher institution. Okay? So we find DIT. Final exam of 2018, question 1A. So if you have that past paper as one of the reference, you can check this question. Find the radius and the coordinates of the center of the cycle. X squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0. And according to that exam, if you as a student will be able to answer that question, you'll be rewarded the 4 marks from your course master or module master. Find the radius and coordinates of the center of the cycle that was. So its style is like the example 4 that we did. But why did they present this one? In order to encourage you that even you can solve past papers. Okay. Are you ready to solve this problem together? Okay. Join me, please. Solution. Okay. We follow the same procedures like the procedure that we did in example 4. Okay, so we say that the first step, we say that collecting terms with the same letter. Okay, with the same letter. What does it mean? We say that you have x squared plus 8x plus y squared minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay? So this is first term, second term, like letters. Second term, fourth term, like letters. This is independent. Alright? Are we together? Have you understood? Have you understood? Okay. Now the first step. When you go. Then the second step we have to check what is the coefficients of x squared and y squared. The coefficient is what? Is 1. Okay. So the second step, so we should not divide with any number, because that coefficient of x squared is 1, coefficient of y squared is 1. So the second step that we say factorize. By using what the completing square method. That's the valid method that we have to use. Okay? Completing square method. This is completing. Even if I made a mistake in example 4, you can correct it. Completing square method. So how do we factorize? Listen carefully. We have x squared, 8x. Let me factorize this expression slowly so that you can understand. Okay, so we can group our expression in this group, right? So we say that if we factorize x squared plus 8x by using complete square method, so we say that this one, it will be x plus half of the middle term, coefficient of middle term, which is 8. So plus 8, then square, minus what? If you expand this expression, you get x squared, you get 8x, then you get 16. So is this expression equal to this? Is this expression equal to this? No. If it is no, it means that in order for these two expressions to be equal, x squared plus 8x, okay, so plus 16. So in order for these two expressions to be equal, we shall have to subtract 16. Similarly here, we should also subtract 16. Okay? So that is our equation. Okay? So then we take the second part. Second part is what? Y squared minus 2xy. Okay? So y squared minus what? 2y. So with this one, we say that if you factorize it, it's going to be y. We start with this y, then we put the basic operation, which is subtraction, and then we check for 2y. Check for the 2y. So for the 2y, I told you that this middle term coefficient we divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to what? 1. So we say that this is y minus 1 squared. Let us think what happens if you expand this. So if you expand this, you find that you have y squared. Okay? How it gets the y squared minus y squared, then plus what? Plus 1. So y squared minus 2y is what you have on this side. So what has made these two expressions to be different is plus 1. So this one, we can subtract it. Right? You can subtract it. So similarly here, we have to subtract 1. Right? So if that's the case, you say that instead of having y squared minus 2y, this is equal to what? Y minus 1 squared so it's 1, y minus 1 squared minus 1. Okay? So then now we say that in terms of the equation, suppose that this is equation 1, and suppose that this is equation 2, and suppose that this is equation 3. Okay, so again we say that this is question 2. We say that in the next step, which is the steady step, say that substitute question 2 question 2 and 3. Question 3. Into question 1. Substitute equation 2 and equation 4 into question 1. Right? So if you do such kind of substitution, instead of x squared plus 8x, we're going to write x plus 4 minus 16. Right? So this part. So this one represent this part as I've shown here. And Then we say that what? Plus, plus. Okay, so if that's the case that now we say that because of x plus that one, so I'm trying to check. It's -4, so the center is fine. And for the radius, okay. So when you square, we get t plus 1. So you say -1. It's -16. Trying to okay, so so I realized now the mistake which I did. So plus what? If I forgot 8 minus 17 is equal to 0. Okay? Is equal to 0. So then if you do 8 minus 17 is equal to 9. And this is equal to 0, right? So the next step, we can write this in the general equation of the cycle. Y minus 1 squared is equal to 9. Right? So the second step, not second, so it's the first step. We call the general equation of the cycle, of the translated cycle. State that x minus a squared plus b r squared. So what you said that the center is a comma b. So if the center is a comma b, we have negative a is equal to 4. Then divided by negative, so a is equal to negative 4. And then say have what? Negative b is equal to negative 1. So then we say that b is equal to positive 1. So for that reason now, we say that and also if we compare radius, r squared is equal to 9. So r itself is equal to 3. So center, which was a comma b, this was a is negative 4, comma b, which is 1, positive 1. So that's the center of the given cycle. And if we want now to know about radius, radius simply r squared is equal to 3. So radius of the cycle is 3. history. Okay? So I believe that you're enjoying the beauty of basic and scientific engineering, mathematics. Okay, so keep on enjoying and keep on trying. And I would like just to give you a kind of a simple quiz, but I think it might give you some troubles. Okay, so keep on enjoying the beauty of basic and the basic science, basic engineering and scientific mathematics for ordinary diploma students, so that we may enjoy the beauty of this stuff, because they are so beautiful. Okay, so I still have couples of the questions of cycle, the questions of the cycle, and this is a part that now we call it finding. Let me teach you how you can find or finding equation, finding equation of a cycle. Right? Finding equation of a cycle, right? Of a cycle which passing through three points. Through 3 points. 3 points. So this is the part that now I want to teach you in session 3 of problem solving by using equation of the cycle. Okay? So let me put a question straightforward that let me give a brief description that we say that when 3 points on the plane, on the XY plane, or coordinate, means or coordinates, XY planes, means that when 3 points or coordinates, or when 3 coordinates are given, then are given in such a way that the cycle has passed through those 3 points. Okay, so we say that then we can find the equation of the cycle. The equation of the cycle by using the 3 points, the 3 given points. So let me explain. So when 3 points or 3 coordinates are given, means x and y, but 3 points, for example A, B, C, are given in such a way that the cycle has passed through those 3 points or 3 coordinates, then we can use those 3 points to find the equations of the cycle. And now we have a fantastic, beautiful example, right? So this is the example. It's example 6 now. It's example 6, and then this example 6 refer pure mathematics or pure A-level mathematics by Tractor. Okay, by Tractor. So I took it there. The question states that find the equation find the equation of the cycle which passes through Roman 1 A, it is 3,1. A point B, it is 2,6. And then point C, it is 3,2. Then Roman 2, we have A, we have -1, we have -5. We have B, 6, 2. Then you have C. C, it is -2, -2. Okay. So I would like to do one question, which is part 1, and then this part 2 should be homework 1. Homework 01. So do it, and I will do correction in session 3 or in lecture 3. So find the equation of the cycle which passes through point A, B, C, 3 points, right? Point A, B, C, 3 other points. So let us go. So solution. So the first step on solving this problem, because I told you that I'll teach you in steps, recall the general equation. Recall the general equation of what? Of a cycle passing through 3 points. Okay? 3 points. So the general equation I told you that is x squared plus y squared plus 2xy, 2xy, okay, 2fxy plus 2gy plus c is equal to 0. Right? So that is. So you say that the first step. After recalling this general equation, we go for the second step. The second step, we say, first of all, point A, which is 3,1, satisfies what? So suppose that this is equation 1. Okay? So suppose that this is equation 1. Satisfies what? Satisfies equation 1. Right? Satisfies equation 1. So when it satisfies equation 1, we say that point A, which is 2 coordinate, which is 2,1, 3,1, and this is corresponding to what? It means point A is corresponding to x, 1. So the x, the value of x for point A is 3, and the value of y is equal to 1. You see the beauty of basic engineering and scientific mathematics for the diploma students? I believe that you enjoy it. So tell me in the comment section. Okay, so if that's the case now, we substitute. So whenever we have x in this equation 1, we replace that x by 3. So we place the value of 3 in x. So it means here it will be 3 squared, right? And then so whenever we have a variable y in this equation 1, we substitute it with 1. So it will be 1 squared plus 2. 2 times what? F is unknown. And then x is 3. Then plus what? 2. G, right? Y is known, but G is unknown. Y it is 1. Then plus what is C, which is unknown, is equal to 0. So simplify the expression. So this will be 3 square is equal to 9. 1 square is equal to 1, so the answer is equal to 10 plus what? Plus 6. 2 times 3 is equal to 6f, and then plus what? 2 times 1 is 2g plus what? Plus c is equal to 0. Then let us make, we have 6f plus 2g plus c, and then bring this one on the right hand side of the equation, negative 10. This will be our equation 2. So we do a repetitions for the point B, the same repetition of the point B and for the point C. Then we get 3 equations. Okay? So we go for the third step. So you can pause the video and try to go for the third step, and you have to say that the point B, which its coordinates out 2, 6. Remember this is the solution of what? Example 6, 1. Okay? So that guy, so it is 2, 6 satisfies what? Equation 1. Right? Satisfies equation 1. So when you come to that one, so we say that with this case, this is our x and this is our y. Right? So we can just, whenever we have x, we substitute the value of 2. Whenever we have y, we substitute the value of 6. So we have 2 square plus what? Plus 6 square, right? And then plus what? 2x, which is 2. What is the value of x? It is 2. This is f plus what? 2. What the value of y? Y it is 6. And then sort g, which is unknown, plus what is c, is equal to 0. Right? So this is equal to what? So this will make what? This is 4. 6 squared is equal to what? It is 6. And then this is equal to what? 4f. And then this is equal to what? 12g. 12g. Okay? Plus what? C is equal to 0. Okay? So then now, f is unknown, g is unknown, c is unknown. And then we say that if we add this, we get 40, 44. We bring 44 on the left hand side. So it means that we have 4f plus what? 12g plus what? C. 40 plus 4 is 44. So this makes what? Negative 44. Okay? Because this is negative 44, this is equation 3. Right? Question 3. I enjoy what I'm teaching you. How about you? Tell me in the comment sections if you do the same. Okay? So then, we go for the first step. The first step, we say again, 20C. 20C satisfies the general equation of the cycle passing through 3 points. Equation what? Equation 1. So because it satisfies equation 1, then we say that C is 3, 2. So this is the value of x, this is the value of 1. So you can substitute. So whenever we have x, we plug out 3 plus what? 2 square plus what? 2 f. So it will be 2 times 3 f plus what? 2 times 2 g plus c is equal to 0. Then this is 9, this is 4, this is 6f, this is 4g plus c is equal to 0. 6f plus 4g plus c is equal to 4 plus 6, it's 10, plus 9 is 19, so we'll have negative 19. This will be equation 4. What do you think now? We have equation 2, we have equation 3, we have equation 4. And each equation of equation 2, 3, and 4 has 3 unknowns. F is unknown, G is unknown, C is unknown. So we go for the what? For the fifth state, right? For the fifth state. We are looking for the equation of the cycle. Find the equation of the cycle. So the fifth state that we say that solve, solve equation 2, equation 3, and the equation 4 simultaneous. You can use different methods to solve, but the simplest one, use the scientific calculator. Plug this equation in the scientific calculator. And I recommend that function 991 or function 100. Okay? So you can use your scientific calculator to simplify, to find the value of F, G, and D, C. So let me rewrite the equation first, and you have to arrange them. Those use the matrix C method. Okay? So it is 6F plus what? The inverse method, the matrix C, plus 2G plus C. This is equal to negative 10. Right? Then you have what? 4F. Then plus what? Plus 12G plus C. Is equal to what? Is equal to negative 44. Okay? Negative 44. Then we have the third equation, the first equation, which is 6F plus 4G plus C. This is equal to negative 19. So you arrange these same variables systematically. So even if you want to apply the concepts of matrixing or you use the scientific calculator, then you find that you are live in basic engineering mathematics and the scientific mathematics for ordinary diploma, NTA level 6, third year. So here is our scientific calculator, right? So you can follow along. How are we going to inject? First of all, you have to press the mod button, and then you press again, you press 30 times. You find the equation, right? Then you've been asked for how many unknowns. How many unknowns do you have there? 3. So you press button number 3. So you are asked the A1. A1 is the coefficient of F, which is 6. And then you've been asked the coefficient of 2, the coefficient of G, which is B1. Then the coefficient of C, which is 1. Then the coefficient of D, which is negative 10. So it will write negative 10. Okay? So you go for the second equation. Coefficient of F, you inject it 4. Coefficient of what? Coefficient of G, you inject it 12. Coefficient of C, you inject it 1. And then coefficient, and then the constant is negative 44. Then here we are, 6. Coefficient of F. Coefficient of G, it is 4. Coefficient of C, it is 1. And then coefficient, the next number, it is negative 19. So when we solve it, you find that the value of X is negative 5.5, which is the value of G. The value of Y is negative 4.5. The value of C, it is 32. Let me check when I was doing my own. Okay. I've made a mistake. In formulating this equation. Let us check. The first equation is 6F. The first equation is 6F plus 2F plus 2 plus 2F. It is 6G plus 2F plus C. So it is 6F. This is it. Anyway, this is the point where I made a mistake on this side. So if you cross-check, let us cross-check. Possible that you are right. I think that I made a mistake when I was solving myself. So this is right, 10, this is 10, negative 10, okay, 6F, 2G, because that the general equation is, general equation always is what? General equation, we derive that it is x squared plus y squared 2fx plus 2gy plus c. So we go for the third equation, it is 4f, 12g plus c, okay, plus c is equal to negative 40. Okay, why is it negative 40? So let us look this one. So here we have 4, F36. Okay, this is the mistake. This is negative 40. Thank you, God. This is negative 40. So this is not 44. Okay? It is negative. It is 0. It is negative 40. Next, let us go cross-check the third equation. So we have 9 plus 4. Again, here we made a mistake. 9 plus 4, it is 13. It's not 19. So I added with this 6, which is wrong. Okay? So this is negative 13. Excuse me for doing the mistake. I'm a human being. Okay? And then this one is negative 13. Negative 13. So don't worry about that. We can restart. To restart, you have to press Shift, then you clear your certificate. Shift, clear, then you choose all, right? Okay, fine. So we can restart. Mode, press mode for the first time, mode for the second time, mode for the third time. Choose the options of equation. Go choose 3 unknowns. A is equal to 6, B is equal to B1 is equal to 2, C1 is equal to 1, and then D1 is equal to negative 10, and then the next one is what is 4F. Okay, so it is 4F, it is 4, next it is 12, and next it is 1, and next it is negative 40, negative 40. Okay, then next it is 6, next it is 4, next it is 1, next it is negative 13. Yeah, so now the value of x is what? 7.5. Okay, the value of y is negative 1.5, the value of z is negative 52. Okay, so even those are the values that I have obtained. Okay, so the value of x, which is g, so remember that in the scientific calculator, f representing x, g representing y, c representing z. So remember this one for the calculator. For the calculator, the ways that we label them. This is x, this is y, this is z, according to the way it has been programmed, because this is programmable. We fix the programmed calculator. So now we say that the value of f is equal to 7.5, and the value of g is equal to negative 1.5, then the value of z is equal to negative 52. Okay? So that is the fifth step. So we can go for the seventh step because we have now values. So you go for the sixth step. So the sixth step, we say that is called the general or substitute. No need to record because we have it there. We have already recorded. Okay? So we say that substitute the values of f, g, and c in the general equation of the cycle. What is the general equation? X squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fx, then plus 2g plus 2gy, and then plus c is equal to 0. So we say that therefore, so x plus y squared plus 2 times f is what? 7.5 x plus 2, what is g? Negative 1.5 y plus c, what is c? Negative 52, and this is equal to 0. So if we simplify now, we get the equation of the cycle. Equation of the cycle, it is what? It is 2 plus y squared, and then plus 7x, and then minus 3y, and the minus 52 is equal to 0. So this is the final response. So you see how mathematics is beautiful. You might see that how mathematics is beautiful the way it is. Okay, so you say that the general equation of the cycle, the equation of the cycle, the equation of the cycle is what? Is x squared plus y squared plus 7x, then minus 3y plus, not plus, minus what? Minus 52. This is the final response. So do now homework 1, which is example 6, example 6C, Roman 2. And hence you submit the homework in the comment section of this video, not of another video, comment sections of lecture 3. All right, so again I want to leave the second question for you, which you have to try your level best, and I want to show you that also these concepts appear in the final, in the university exams or final exam. So this will be do homework, that ones. So this will be question 2 homework, question 2, and this will be our example 7. And I took this one from past the paper, refer DIT final exam or university exam of 2018, right? For NTA level of conic and a differential equation of NTA level 6, question 1, G, supplementary. Okay. Find the equation of the cycle. Simple. Find the equation of the cycle passes through. Put the points, go through the 24, 0, 9,0, and the 0,6. And according to setup of this exam, if you do this question, you will be given 4 marks. So, both homework, or both questions of the homework, question 6, Roman 2, and this example 7, you just do as how I told you when I was solving for example 6, Roman 1, nothing new. So you should not worry, you should not be dishonor yourself, you should not even be fearful or frightened by the situations that maybe I won't make it. Try your level best, because mathematics is mastered by hand doing, means that by doing on your own hand rather than copying from my hand. So I've been becoming good or excellent in mathematics because I like to solve and I like to do mathematics on my own end, because when I'm writing on a piece of paper, I'm writing also in my brain. So try these 2 questions. So actually they will test you. You are not also limited to look for more examples related to the concept that we have covered in session 2 and session 3 and this session 3. So solve many questions as well as you can, so you can become competent. So even if at the midnight somebody wakes you up and give you a problems of conic section, especially part of the cycle, a question of the cycle passing through 3 points, or the question of the cycle at the center, so you can solve it. So this is the end of lecture 3, right, of cycle. I would like to thank God who have been with me during the preparations of this session. And I thank God who have given me also strength to teach you and to be with you at this moment, from the beginnings to this point. And I would like to give him all the glory. He deserves all the glory and praise for what I've done. I thank you also for taking your time, for listening, for asking questions, for concentrating, for trying to relate and trying to clean up your mind. So may God bless you. I'm praying for you. It's my responsibility to pray for all my students, including you. Also, it's your responsibility for you to pray for your teachers, including me. If other teachers, they don't want you to pray for them, please pray for me, because I need your prayers in order to accomplish the assignment that God has given me in the planet Earth before I go back to Him. Okay? So this is the end. I would like to meet you in session or in lecture 4, where I will teach you about the condition necessary for a straight line to be a tangent to the cycle. So that is what I'm going to teach you in lecture 4, which is on the way. So soon it will be uploaded. I would like also to remind you that remember to subscribe onto our channel so that you'll get notification, because we are going to add more than hundreds of videos in this YouTube channel. So that for you to get informed, it's better if you subscribe and you share these contents with your colleagues, with your classmates, so that you may enjoy together and you can tell them the light of basic engineering and scientific mathematics is working in United Republic of Tanzania. Okay, so if you're joining me, my name is Olenjolaim from United Republic of Tanzania. Thank you very much. May God bless you. And then let us meet inside of lecture 4, where I will teach about conditions necessary for a straight line to be a tangent to the cycle. Okay, so see you there.